Alright guys, this is a quick video on solving inequalities that include fractions. Here's the first example. I have negative 1 is greater or equal to x minus 7 over 8, which is a fraction. Well, let's do the first step, which is changing the inequality sign to equal sign. So we'll have negative 1 is equal to x minus 7 over 8. When we solve for x, we have to remove all the numbers that are attached with x to the other side of the equation. So we start by the fraction here. We've got two numbers. We have a minus 7 and a dividing by 8. Now, which one do we remove first? Well, if you think about the order of operation, BIDMAS, BODMAS, BEDMAS, when we are calculating an answer, we follow this order front to back. We do brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. If we want to solve and rearrange to find the value of x, we go backwards. So we do subtraction, addition, multiplication, division, exponents, and brackets. Now, if you look at this term, this is one single fraction. It's just one single number, just like 1 over 2. And the operation here is division. So what you do to bring these two to the other side is you multiply something like that. If you have something like this, then you multiply by 2. You multiply by 2, which is the denominator on both sides, to get your answer. So this is what we are going to do with this single fraction having a numerator, which is a group of terms. We multiply by the denominator first. Now you might be thinking I should be doing subtraction first, but x minus 7 is just one single number, just like x, one single number dividing by the denominator. So we get rid of the denominator first, and so we multiply the whole fraction by 8, and of course we do that on both sides. So on the left hand side, we'll now have negative 8 is equal to x minus 7, and finally we add 7 on both sides, so we get negative 1 is equals to x. Now looking at the process, we have multiplied by a number, but it's a positive number, so we do not change the greater than sign. We leave it as it is, and so our final solution is negative 1 is greater than x, meaning x is less than negative 1. So putting it on the number line, we indicate negative 1 with an open circle because x is only less than, it's not equal to negative 1. And we point the arrow to the left because all the other x values are less than negative 1. Putting it on the interval notation, the lowest x value is negative infinity, and of course we always put a round bracket with infinity. And the highest x value is the negative 1, where the line stops, where the arrow stops. So here it goes. And since x is not equal to negative 1, we round it up with a round bracket. Next one. Here we have negative x over 5 plus 2 is less than or equal to 25. Now, considering this fraction, it's one single number, but there's another extra addition of 2 there. The fraction is this one. Plus 2 is another operation, and this 2 is a bit further from the x. So following the order of operation, we can remove the 2 first. We can do the addition first because it is not part of this fraction. So we minus 2 on both sides. Well, first of all, we change the inequality sign to equal sign, and then we remove the 2, minus 2 on both sides, and so we have negative x over 5 is equal to 23. And then since negative x is divided by 5, we multiply both fractions, both sides of the equation by 5. These two will cancel out, leaving us with negative x equals, what's 5 times 23? That's a 15, carry 1, that's a 10, plus 1 is 11. Right, and then we divide both sides with a negative 1. There's a hidden coefficient of 1 here. So we divide both sides by negative 1, and take note we are dividing with a negative number, so our less than sign will be changed to greater than sign in the end. Alright, so negative 1 divided by negative 1 goes 1, and 1 times x is x, and x is equals to negative 115. Putting in the sign but changing the less than to greater than because we have divided by a negative number, we now have x is greater or equal to negative 115. And of course, putting it on a number line, indicate your negative 115 with a shaded circle because x is also equal to negative 115, pardon me, I'm in a rush. And the other x values are greater than negative 115, so we put the arrow to the right. Again, clue, the greater than sign is the head of the arrow. And putting it on the interval notation, our lowest x value is the end of the arrow, which is negative 115. And since 115 is also equal to x, I mean it's one of the x values, we put a square bracket around it. And the highest x value is positive infinity, always with a round bracket. That's it for now with inequalities containing fractions. Watch the video, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next one.